Okay, so Robin, uh, Robin, that last name is a really, it's very cool.
So
But I bet a few people have a problem getting that.
I have said it incorrectly myself on stage.
That is funny. That is funny.
Yes.
So
So it's
Starbuck, where does that come from? Is that
so
a
yeah, my family founded Nantucket in the 1600s with the Macy's and the Folgers. So we're
wow?
actually in the book Moby Dick, and the Starbucks Coffee Company named the coffee company out of the Moby Dick novel, which was based on my family.
That is so interesting. That's something. Okay, well you've been a radical life extension advocate for really quite some time now. How long has that been? And what got you into it?
My entire career. So I work on cutting edge technology, and I also myself have a chronic disease. It's an Crohn's disease, and so I know that I need to do everything possible to extend my life in other areas because of the chronic illness. But in addition, I just love working on cutting edge technology, and that's about really extending people's lives if you're changing healthcare.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to be at RAADfest 2017 and speaking there, and we're all very excited about that and to hear you. Yeah, you know, yeah, you've done a lot of talks. I think around the world, if I'm correct, and you're very, very busy at it. Can you give us a little brief, maybe a little summary, short summary of what you're going to new exciting information you're going to bring to RAADfest for 2017?
Sure. So I talk about, I work on different companies that I talk about incremental life extension, right? I work on sleep apnea, curing cancer, and things like virtual reality for brain health, brain injury or stroke or paralysis rehabilitation. And all of these technologies will not only extend your life by 10 to 20 years, but it will extend the quality of your life so that we can get to that point where we have the radical life extension. We need to be healthy enough to be able to take advantage of that.
Beautiful. Well, this sounds like a major bridge to get to that place where we can, perpetually extend our lives. That's fantastic. What is your single most, your biggest personal reason that you have that is your passion to end aging and death? What really motivated you for that?
Well, it's all my own background in the world of healthcare. Personally, I've had 43 hospitalizations, 6 major surgeries, and 3 organs removed for a misdiagnosis, including my entire large intestine.
Oh
And
wow.
so, yeah, so it has propelled me literally to work on technologies and companies that make a massive impact in medicine. And as I said, anything that's making a massive impact in medicine and changing outcomes for the positive means we're extending life, right? So it all just circles back to that changing medicine.
Very well said. Yeah, very well said. So you attend a lot of events. Why do you think it's important for people to attend RADFest?
Oh, so that we can, oh, so excited
You
about
had a
this.
real epiphany on that, I think.
So to be able to get the community together to be able to talk about the different ideas. So let me tell you what I did with our nonprofit, the Organ Preservation Alliance. We catalyzed breakthroughs in tissue engineering and cryopreservation. The way we did that was we completely reduced all those barriers to getting the scientists together in the room to talk about the different areas they've been working on, right? And then creating a roadmap to success. So conferences like RADfest are going to get the right scientists, the right business people, the right inventors, the right founders in the room to think about ideas, right? To brainstorm together, to come together, exchange a lot of information, and make massive difference. So, like with the Organ Preservation Alliance, cryopreservation of a vascularized organ was a 35-year out problem to be solved. That's what we agreed on as a scientific community. After what we did for about 2 years with the White House, the DoD, DARPA, we created the environment. So now that problem is going to be solved within 4 to 8 years.
Oh, exciting. That's great
Right?
news. Yeah. So
Cryopreservation,
things,
that's a big deal.
yeah. So things are moving along exponentially faster. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Beautiful.
just by getting rid of those silos, just
Yes.
by bringing together the community, which is what you're
There you
doing with
go.
RADfest.
The power of togetherness. Yeah.
Yep.
So you're a great thought leader also. So what's your, uh, what do you feel about how important it is to unite the community? You kind of said something about it already here, but how important it is, do you think, to unite all of us to actually help end aging and death?
that is what's going to do it,
Yeah,
right? It's
yeah,
not going to be one lone company, one lone scientist, one lone idea. It really will be the convergence of all these different ideas and all of these experts in the different verticals, right? Because it's no one thing probably that's going to change the equation. It's really all these things working together.
yeah. That's my thinking. I think you're so right. Is there anything that you'd like to add to this interview that I didn't ask you, or just maybe is on your mind you'd like to say?
So the other thing I like to talk about, I would probably throw in, is the patient empowerment aspect, because if we are all in control of our own healthcare and we are brainstorming outside of the traditional healthcare model, we are going to impact our own life extension, right? And our own number of years that we're going to be extremely healthy and vibrant, right? Because you don't want to
Beautiful,
be
beautiful.
120 and not be able to move,
That's
right? You
right.
want to be like this.
That's
So,
right. That's right.
yeah.
So I understand you're about what, 5'2"?
I am 5'1"
Oh,
and
five
about
one.
88
Well,
pounds.
you look a lot, you see, already from this virtue you have coming out of you, you look a lot bigger on screen.
Yep, I'm gigantic. Yes, I'm gigantic when around kindergarten students.
You're a gigantic thinker. So thank you so much for doing this interview. We're very excited to see you at RAADfest and to hear you. I'm sure everybody is. So thank you so much.
Sure,
We
thank
appreciate it.
you.
I'll see you at RAADfest.
Okay, see you later.